So I'm marching, I'm pumping my arms. I'm going to be aware of my space so that I don't bump into things. Also notice your floor. So sometimes carpet can be a little tricky. Push your arms forward toward me. Just push out. Stand tall. Now push to the side. Maybe turn around a little bit. Where's the wall behind you? Hopefully you move the furniture away like I do. I'm standing where my dining table usually is. Right arm up, left arm up. Or you could mix and match, it really doesn't matter. Just try and get the fullest range of motion that your shoulder will allow. Cross your arms in front and then behind. Oh. Tap your right toe, then your left toe. So I'm stretching my foot out in front. This helps us warm up our ankles. Then the heel goes out. The toe comes up. The elbow bends. So we'll go through this lubrication as we always do. Low kick. Just to make sure everything's going to be ready for what we want to do with it. Lift your knee up. So this is a straight knee lift. Depending on how your hips feel, the knee comes across. Ooh. So I did a little work on my hips yesterday in yoga. Now go ahead, step it and tap from side to side. So we'll be doing some lateral moves today. Make sure you're picking up your feet, not just sliding them across. Cross the foot behind, point this way and then that way. So if you can, cross the foot, but if it feels like that's a bit much for your hips, modify. Bring the arms up around your chest line. Be a little careful with the front of the shoulders. Stand up tall, tighten your belly. I'm just talking to myself about that. Let one arm drop and the other arm rise up. Careful not to kick yourself. Go ahead and bring that back heel up. So heel comes up to your bum, getting a nice knee lubrication and stretching out my thighs. Pull my feet down, teeter-totter. Push across your body. So this involves rotation. If that doesn't suit your back, you can do this without rotation, just leaning and pressing forward. So we do what we can on any given day, right? So I'm going to put my hands on my hips and let my feet move in a little as I move into squats. Let's review squats. The hips go back and come up. So what's the question I always ask? How low should you go? Well, that depends on your knees and your back. And you can use your hands on your thigh to support yourself, or you can reach your arms out in front, or you might keep your head up and reach down toward the floor. So whatever, and maybe you need a little support there. So whatever works for you. This gets our large muscles, the quads, the glutes. But keep your chest up, and when you come to the top of the squat, squeeze your tush. Last time. Stay up and raise your heels. Heels go up and down. Getting your calves going. And then we stand on one foot. Maybe you want to go hold on to something so you can lift the foot and circle the ankle. Maybe you want to leave your foot on the floor and circle the ankle. Are you breathing? Go the other way. Switch sides. So foot on the floor, foot in the air, pulling up. Let's go to a side stretch, feet apart. Right arm goes up, support your spine, create a little space as you laterally lean. So try not to cross over your face. And up to the other side, reach for the sky, and then over we go. Now leave that top arm up and bring both hands behind your head like this, and just let your elbows move back and forth. My knees are a little bent, so I'm not locking out. This might not be workable for you, so what can you do? Maybe do it here. Is that better? There you go. Sometimes things will go, sometimes they won't. All right, let's move a little into the hips. Both knees will bend. The hips pull out to one side. Go ahead and brace on that bent knee, top shoulder back. And if you'd like to reach up or look up. Oh, I feel that. Coming up, go the other side. So leaning into the bent knee, the other hip shifts out. Reaching up. So it should be a good feeling for this one. Pay attention to your breathing. Coming up, we'll do a little hula. I think Marcia and Dick may have gone to Hawaii, so they're in a different time zone. Maybe they're watching the recording later. Go the other way. So we've got our little hooky low going here. And a hamstring stretch. I'm going to turn sideways. You see the toes go up, hips go back. The hands support your back as you lean forward. Kind of spread those sit bones around, and the chest is lifted. Tighten the belly as you come up. We'll do the other side. You don't have to turn. I'm just demonstrating so you can see best form for you. Just so that when we kick our legs, we don't pull something. That's usually a problem. Okay, I think we should start this party. So, 2-step to your right and 2-step to your left. How much space do you have to work with? Because this one you know can travel a little bit. We'll do loop-de-loop arms for those of you who want to do the arms. So I'm going to set this whole pattern rounded. When we come back to it, I'll give you those options of intensity, to lift, to jump, to hop. So I'll do a 2-step to the right, then I'll lift my leg out to the side on each side once, then I'll go 2-step to the other side and lift my leg. So let's just lift the leg, hold it like this, keep going side to side. You got it? Okay, so I'm going to go to the right and stay there. Lift your legs, go back to the left. 2-step, stay there. To the right, hold the leg, lift, go to your left. Step together, step, lift, lift, other side. Say good morning to your hips. Step together, step, lift, lift, lift. So now I combine these moves into one to the right with the leg lifts, one to the left with the leg lifts, and then just 2 to the right, 2 to the left. So go, and now go back, now go back. Now one more, and stay here, lift your leg. Okay, march in place, because I know your hips are probably killing you. Let's go to our first pattern, unloaded. So we'll do unloaded pattern, and then because I asked for heavier weights, we'll load up. So here's your setup. Feet are apart. This is an over the head shoulder press. So remember, your modification is to use lighter weights to not go all the way up. So this is the pattern for the arms. This is the pattern for the legs. So let's just practice that. Got 8 more. switch your legs. You can bring the arms down. They start at the chest, so imagine you have weights because we're going to do that next. So the arms go up and the knee goes at the same time. Yes, that back heel will lower. The front knee stays bent. Strong through your core. How about 4 more? 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, you can do that again. I'm going to grab some weights. Because they're over the head, I'm going a little lighter. These are just my 6-pounders. So the palms can be in. That's a little easier for wrist, or the palms can be forward. Here we go. You can always put the weights down if you need to. Low. Two more. There you go. And switch legs. I'll get a little angle so you can see. Here we hit it. Up. Up. You going? Okay, one more step, but half of them, so that's 5. First side, load up, determined to go. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. It's a workout day. Here we are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, put those weights down. Feel free to get a little water, and we'll learn the second combo. While you're doing the combo, I'll give you a little preview. What's it called? It's a grapevine. So once you get your water, come back with me. So you see, I don't really have to cross. I can just step back. Good enough. 1, 2, 3, together. Pick up your feet. Lateral moves, generally risky. All you have to do is catch the edge of your foot. So just like in that first pattern, we'll add a little thing on each side. The little thing will be a lunge. So we'll go to the right. Stay here, tap your left foot and your right foot. Just stay here. Now eventually you just do one grapevine and tap one time on each side. So we're practicing. Grapevine, other way. Sorry about the mowers. Stay here. Oops, did you go back? So you do one grapevine. Then you do either tap to the side or make it more of a lunge where you're on the ball of the foot. You see my body's turning? So we'll do that pattern. We'll do a grapevine and then tap. Here it is. Tap left and right. Grapevine. Tap right and left. Grapevine. See, it's not that hard. I made it harder for you than it need be. So I put a clap there to let you know I was tapping the foot. But eventually I might jump on it, but it's still the last leg that comes in that leads to the tap or the lunge. 1, 2, 3, together. So try and use the arms. They cross back, they push forward. Open and cross back. 1, 2, 3, together. So I might be making this a little more springy. So you can, oh yes, let's wait for spring, huh? So you can keep it grounded. So remember, as we do more, I will give you those options, but we haven't finished getting this together. So do what we've done, one to the right, one to the left. Now no more lunges. Go grapevine, one more grapevine, now the lunge. Grapevine left with the lunge. Grapevine right with the lunge. No lunge, 3 grapevines. There's 1, 2, now the lunge. So it's a grapevine with the lunge, a grapevine with the lunge, 3 grapevines without the lunge, and then after that last grapevine, back to the lunge. One more time, grapevine lunge, grapevine lunge. 3 grapevine, 3 grapevine. Tag on the lunge. Okay, no weights. Let's go to the next one. So this is lateral raises for our deltoids. Options is to bend the elbows. We'll do this unweighted and then we'll load up. So what will happen? A lateral raise. What possibly could go wrong? I don't know, your back might get jacked. So I gotta really tighten up my core as I hinge out and put my weights out and draw back in. I'll repeat 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Let's give it a go. So here I am. 10, 9, get your feet, your toes are forward. No higher than your shoulders. Chin up. I don't know, I lost count. 2 more. All right, same thing other side. Now here's your modification. Bent elbows, bent elbows, bent elbows. Lateral lunge. Looks like this from the side. Two more. Okay, and because I'm working in shoulders, I'll go to the lighter of the 2. I think I'm saving my big boys for the biceps. So if you need to set the weights down, encouraging us to do a little more body work with heavier weights. So I'm aiming for 10, second set will be 5. Right side, here I go. Push your hips back. One more. Pause here. Make sure there's space. Other side, zip your zipper. We begin. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4 more. Last 2. Says I line. Okay, set of 5. I'll turn to the side. Belly in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to the other side. 5, 4, hips back. 3, 2, 1 and done, and hydrate. Ay, ay, ay. Woo, my arms feel so light now. Let me get a sip of water. We're going to learn the third part of the combo. Each one of the combos has a similar element in that you do 1 and 1 and then 3 and then back to the other side. Okay. So it's a step, kick side, march, march. See my leg going around? That's for my derriere. Step, squeeze your foot. So if there are 4 counts, which there are, number 1 count is step. Number 2 is to go back. Number 3 is the ball of the back foot. And number 4, you step on the front foot. So it's step, circles, ball, change. And then this might help the sunburst arms. So you want that leg crossing as best you can, depending on your hips. It's almost a bursting sensation upward. Since we've done a lot with the hips, the other element in this one are 2 kicks forward. So let's try this. Do 1. Now do step kick, step kick, step, step. Let's just keep this. So what's happened is I took the thing that was going side to side and did it forward. So instead of my kick going around, 1 is a step, 2 is the kick, 3, 4 are my marches or ball change. Let's try this side. Step, kick, step, step, kick, step, step, kick. Sorry, it got really loud there, you may not have heard me. So what will happen is we'll do one of the, I'll call it a sunburst, then we'll do 2 of the step kicks, and we'll do the sunburst on the other side. Okay, just hold the march. Here I go. Step, circle, back, step, kick forward, other side, go the other way. Step, kick forward, other side. Step, step, kick forward, step, kick forward, switch. So I'm going to take that step, step out, and it'll just be 2 kicks. Step, kick, watch it. Step, kick, other way. There you go. Might be easier, might be more challenging. Step up, 2 kicks. There's a step before the kick. That's it. So we just led into it carefully and slowly and mindfully. But this ain't it. So we'll do this pattern once to each side, then we'll do just the sunburst. So here's 1, here's 2. Now no more kicks, do 3 sunbursts. 3, 2, 1 more sunburst, now kick. Sunburst, kick, sunburst, kick. No kick, 3 sunbursts, 2 sunbursts, 1 more sunburst, now do the kick. Sunburst, kick. Sunburst, kick. 3 sunbursts. 3, you get the pattern? 2, now the kick. Sunburst, step, kick. Sunburst, step, kick. No kick, 3 sunbursts, 2 sunbursts, 1 more, now do the step kick. Last time, sunburst, kick, sunburst, kick, no kick, 3, 2, 1, step kick, just hold it right here. You kind of see the similarities? Okay, let's go through the next one without weights. This is going to be posterior deltoid and hip extension. So arms are down, they just push back straight. Don't confuse this with a kickback. You see how I'm leaning forward and a slight bend in my knee, and that back leg is straight. There will be a balance element, so it'll be this this, 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 this. Toe is down. Let's practice the other side. So when your feet come together, the standing knee is bent, the other leg goes back, the chest stays up, the elbows are straight. Do 8 of them unloaded. Just your toe comes down. 4 more. 1 more. Okay, let's load up. Heavy or light as you wish, or no weights. Okay, first side. So you want your palms facing back, or if it feels better, in. So here's in, here's palms up. So kind of see what feels best for your hands. Okay, we're doing 10. Begin. Switch legs. Reminder, your standing knee is a little bent and your back leg is straight. Go. You see how I stop them? I'm going to try the big boys for the 5. You can keep what you have, lose what you have, or never have anything to begin with. First side, only 5. Let's go. Okay, switch legs, just 5. 5. Wow, a couple extra pounds makes a difference. Okay, weights down. Okay, we have 3 different variations. We're going to work through those. So you remember the first one? Remember the second one? And you remember the last one? Of course you do. Okay, stay with me, I'll get you there. Pull in your belly, stand up tall, make sure you're not going to step on anything. Circle to the right, lift your leg, circle left, lift your leg, circle right, don't lift your leg. 1 more, stay here, lift your leg. Grapevine, lunge, grapevine, lunge. 3 grapevines, no lunges. Now the lunge. Step sunburst. Kick forward. Sunburst. Kick forward. Sunburst. Now, 3 of these. 2, 1, kick forward, and march. So we've just completed a cycle of 3 different things. I'll try not to mess you up. From the beginning, the loop-de-loop, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stay here. Go. Stay here. Go. Stay here. Go, go, go. 3, 2, 1. Grapevine. Stay here. Go. Stay here. Go. 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 Stay here. Sunburst. Kick. Sunburst. Kick. Sunburst 3 times. 2 times. Now do step kick. Circle 2. Other side. Now do 3 circle and go. 1 more. Stay here for the grapevine. Lunge. Grapevine. Lunge. 3 grapevines. Go. Go. Stay for the lunge. Sunburst. Kick forward. Sunburst. Kick forward. 3 sunbursts. Here's 1, 2, 3. Step kick. Circle to your left. Stay here. Lift your leg. Right. Stay here. Now just go. Come back. 1 more. Stay here. Lift your leg. And grapevine. Lunges. Grapevine. Lunges. 3 grapevines. 2. 1 more and a lunge each side. Sunburst. Kick forward. Sunburst. Kick forward. 3 sunburst. 2. Step kick. We're at the beginning. Circle 2. Stay here, leg lift. Circle 2. Stay here, leg lift. Now 3 circles. Go. 1 more. Stay here, leg lift. Here's your grapevine. Lunge. Grapevine. Lunge. 3 grapevines. 2. Lunges. Here's your sunburst. Step kick. A sunburst. Step kick. 3 sunburst. 2. 1 more. Step kick. Circle 2. Stay here. Circle 2. You got your legs, so this is going to be confusing. 3 of these. 2 of these. 1 more. Now the grapevine. Lunge. Grapevine. Lunge. Grapevine 3 times. 2 times. Stay here, lunge. Here's your sunburst. Step kick forward. We learned this. We started at 8 o'clock. 3 sunburst. It's okay, you'll get the recording, you can learn it. Step kick. 1 more time. Circle. Stay here, lift your leg. 2 circle. Stay here. Now 3 circle, you see him start to hop. You don't have to. Stay here, lift your leg. Here's your grapevine. And lunge. And grapevine. And lunge. 3 grapevines. 3 grapevines. Last one, here's your lunge. Sunburst, sunburst. Step kick. Other side. Step kick. 3 sunbursts. Pop it if you can. 1 more. Stay here, kick. Circle 2. Hold it, lift your leg. Circle 2. Stay here, lift your leg. Now 3, go 2. 2, last one. Stay here. And the grapevine. Lunge. Grapevine. Lunge. 3 grapevine. 3, 2, stay here, lunge. Sunburst. Step kick forward. Sunburst. Step kick forward. 1 more. Oops. 2. And step kick forward. Okay, here's your last time. Circle 2. Focus. Hold it. Go. Hold it. Go. 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 Hold it. Grapevine. Lunges. Grapevine. Lunges. 3 grapevine. Come on. 2. 1 more. Lunges. Sunburst. Step kick forward. And the sunburst. And kick forward. Sunburst, sunburst, sunburst. 1 more. Step kick. Okay, last time through on your left. Circle. Hold it here. Circle. Hold it here. 3 going. 1, go. 2, one more, stay here. Here's your grapevine. Lunges. On grapevine. Lunges. 3 grapevines. 2 lunges. Last part. It's the sunburst. Burst. Step kick. Switch. Step kick. 1 more. 3 times. 2 times. Stay here. Just do step kick. Okay, hopefully your brain wrapped its head around that. And we had someone pop in rather late, so if you thought you might like to do it, when you get the recording, you can start it from the beginning. Okay, just easy step touch. So, in doing that, with some of the options, that should raise your heart rate. Mine is up, I'm letting it recover down. All right, I'm going to some bicep curls. So I'm gonna get the big blue ones. When I stand, I have the option standing or sitting mindfully, or standing on one leg, or with just the toe down. So a little bit of balance, right? 10 and then 5, so go heavy. All right, look how I'm picking up my weights. That's how I picked up those big chunks of wood. I only kept 3 of them. All that wood from that tree is gone. Yep, when you give free cedar wood, it goes. All right, so the bicep curl can be hammerhead, or it could be palms forward. Yikes, these are heavy. So, 2 feet with a slight bend to the knee. You're welcome to sit. I'm going to try standing on 1 foot, either with my toe or my leg up. Stand tall. Here we go. Changing legs. And you can either load up or load down. Second one is just 5. Ready? Do 5 more. Don't let them swing. That's it. Okay, put those weights down. La 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 la. Lunges. So lateral lunges we've already done. So we're going to do reverse and forward lunges. Now I'm going to do these without weights, and then I'm going to put weights in my hand. It'll just make me a little heavier, although I've already put on enough weight. Thank you very much. So reverse lunges, better for knees. And yes, you can always hold on to something. I have a chair over here, so you could like hold on to something to help you stay upright. I used to teach these with people's hands on the bar, and they would pull back, because it helps the knee from not pushing out too far. So here's the thing. You step back. Now you can make it a lunge with a straight leg, or you can bend it down. And that depends on your knee. So you're going to have to do you. Watch that when that foot goes back, if you do choose the bent knee option, it doesn't go out. It goes straight down. Yeah. So let's alternate. Let's do a warm-up set of 10. Then we'll load up if you want to. Then we'll do our forward lunges. You ready? I'll turn sideways. Alternate legs. Okay, did you get your form down? I'm going to load up. I'll do my lighter ones. Always pick things up in a pooper form. So I may not want to put the arms out in front. I may want them to just go a little bit in front. I could do more bicep curls. Okay, we're doing 10. Belly in, chest up. When you're ready, let's go. one more set of 5. If you felt the arms in front was too much for your back, bend the elbows or do a lateral raise. You ready? Just 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Put the weights down. All right, forward lunges are tricky, but they're important to do because usually right before we fall down, our leg goes, our knee goes, and we just go. So we want to train the muscles to learn to stop us so that we don't go. Again, hold on to something, or it's a chair, if that's better. And here's what I suggest. When you take a step, take a bigger step than you think you should, and strike your heel first. Why? Because if you take a smaller step and put the toe forward, right away your knee's going to go beyond your foot. And the hip distance is a good distance, so I wouldn't have you do a tightrope. So you want to step forward, hitting that heel, and again, maybe your knees have had enough and they don't want to bend. So option 1, stepping forward, back leg straight, front knee bent, and then there's some good core work when you come back. Option 2, stepping forward, letting the back knee drop, and pushing forward. Again, watch that back knee doesn't veer out if you're doing the bent knee. Unloaded, and then with load. So here's my chair if I wanted to hold on. Let's go. Stand up. Okay, I counted 10. I'm going to grab my big boys. Come on, big boys, get up here. So I'm not going to do anything other than hold them, because now I've just put on 20 pounds. Okay, you ready? With or without weights, good form. Forward lunges, begin. Give yourself a moment. We'll do the second step. Yikes. Remember, if you start feeling a little vulnerable, make things smaller, or if you have weights, put them down. Last 5, when you're ready. Okay, let's do a little water. Ooh. How's it going? Okay, water. I know we're going to do standing core work. You can use a weight, but we'll set it without the weight. All right, so we have done this one. You can stand. So hands can be, if you can't get them over your head, get them over your head. If they can't, just get to your shoulders, and we're going to laterally lean. Well, when you're standing on 2 feet, that's not very challenging. So don't stand on 2 feet. Put one toe touching. Hands at your shoulder or at your head. And then what if you could just lift that foot up? Just saying. What if you could hold that foot up? Ooh, that's kind of fun, don't you think? So elements of balance. Of course, you can always put that toe down. There's really not much weight on it. It's just there to make you feel safe. So we'll do about 10 on one side, 10 on the other, and then we'll do, with a weight over our head, 5 and 5. Okay, pick a foot, your choice, keep track. You keep track of your feet, I'll keep track of my feet. Up nice and tall, zip your zipper. 2 more. All right, I'm gonna stand on the other foot. Okay, go when you're ready. Isn't it funny how one side is just so much better than the other? All right, if you're gonna load up, you only need one weight. I call this my Minnie Mouse thumb. There it is, right there in my head. So it's a little above the head, and I know some of you shouldn't put weights over your head, so you don't have to have any weights. You could even hold it at your chest. We'll do 5 on one leg, and then we'll do 5 on the other leg. Gee, I wonder why this is harder for me. Well, because you're holding a weight, Karen. All right, pick a foot. All right, count 5. Switch sides, that's it. You can put your toe down. Okay, weights down. Now I'm going to bring the chair out because you might want to use the chair. But I'll show you a standing option. Sorry. Okay, so there's one chair. So I'm going to do it standing. And that's going to be this. It's just a pulling in at the belly. The weight on my arms is the work is when I come up. So I don't need to make it a big one. Can I do it from the chair? Well, yeah, we've been standing up a long time, so you might want to do it from the chair. And again, you see, I'm not really crunching. I'm not really pulling my elbows and knees together. If you can do that, that's fine. I just don't know that we should. I just want you to feel like you're pulling that belly button in each time. And this just kind of helps you think of that. Tightening and blow at me. When you blow, it really helps facilitate the transversus abdominis. So I think I'll just stay in this chair. Okay, here we go. Set of 10. Okay, that wasn't too bad. If you're sitting and you want to stand, you can always switch. I'm going to introduce obliques. So that requires a rotation. You do not have to rotate. You can go back and repeat what we've just done, or as I demonstrate standing and going here. I'm avoiding the temptation to just bring my elbow and knee together. You see, I don't get any rotation that way. So I really want to think of my shoulder going down to my hip. My leg helps bring that hip up. So draw that big X across your chest. Okay, ready? I'm going to stay standing. You can do this from seated position. Here I go. Tighten. Okay, take a seat. So I do those occasionally because they're functional for like working in our garden. We're bending over, we're loaded. They're not so great for our back, however. What is good for our back are planks. So I invite you now to do a plank. Keep your breathing, and it can be done on the floor. If you can be on your hands and toes or forearms, can be at the seat of the chair. Tables or countertops are pretty good. You can use your forearms. And if you were to use the back of the chair, remember it's a chair. So if I was leaning on this too much, I could either push the chair away, but I'm still getting some pretty good stuff out of this. So look at your modifications and your options and do the one that just seems best for you. And whichever option you choose, anchor the shoulders because this will strengthen your shoulders. Can't be on your palms, do knuckles. or forearms. So pick a position, keep your head up, always look on the bright side of life. Hips are not too high, hips are not too low. Just hold it right there and breathe. Remember when I gave you that image about a little candle flickering under your belly button? So keep pulling that belly button away from the flickering candle. It's like right here. And you breathe. Sometimes squeezing your legs together is a good help. And you're breathing. It's not the time to hold your breath. Geez, those guys are making a lot of noise. You just stay in that plank. I'm going to close the window. Jeez, just stay there. Isn't that better? A little bit. You're still in plank, right? Didn't leave me. Okay, walk your feet forward. Mindfully take your hands up. So let's try a one arm side plank. So if you're on the floor, I'll demonstrate that in a second. Not everybody does the floor. So what if I did the chair? I'll use my forearm rather than my hand. The bottom leg will be on the edge of the shoe. The top leg will be on top of it. And you can do this at a wall. It's very modified, so counters are really good. So I'm going to demonstrate from the chair. So the leg closest to the chair goes back, so I get my arm down. Now that leg that's behind me is going to come across, and I'm on the edge of my shoe. I lift up my chest, I load my shoulder over, and here's my side plank. Hips are not high, hips are not low. I'm not rested on the chair. No way. When I'm done, I'll put my foot down in front, turn myself up, and get up. Can you do it with your hand? You can. Some people's hands, like my wrist, doesn't really like this. But yes, you can do it this way. That's a lot of flexion from my wrist. Here's the wall one. Remember, you want the elbow and shoulder in line, so it comes down. And then you step this way. So I'm leaning into the wall. Just like at Santa Cruz, the mystery spot where you're kind of leaning. Counters are over here. I don't know if you could see. Here's my table. So I put my elbow on it, put my bottom foot forward, top foot, and then hold it there. And then if you went to the floor, that's much easier in a way because you're not going to fall over on anything. So quickly, let me pop down to show you. Here's my elbow. I could do this with my knees. That might be a better option. And here's with my toes. Could do it on my hands. So I'll just use the chair so you can see me a little better. We'll just mumble to ourselves. So get yourself situated. Open up your chest. Count. I'll talk to you, you just count. So the plane had to get de-iced last night. That was one of the things. There was another issue. Then we had to get gas. It was just a mess. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover. Now be sensible. If you're on the floor, just stay on the floor and spin around. Watch your blood pressure. I'll go the other side. Foot width back. Open up. Okay, here we are. Well, the good news was when we landed in the desert, it wasn't windy or bumpy. Unlike other people who have come down here and they said the landing was like, so that didn't happen. Chin up. Count backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown. All right, take yourself to the chair. Sit at the edge. Oh, time to do a little stretching. Okay. Let's see if I can move this up here. Okay. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay. So I'm sitting and doing my hamstring stretch. Toe out, chest up, lean forward. Let me see what I can find here. I'm sure I can find something. This is Carson. It's always good to have Carson. Okay, switch your legs. My toe is out, my chest is up, the extended leg is straight. Options, maybe put the hands behind you as you go out. So when I put the hands behind, it really helps give me better form, and then I feel it more in my hamstring. But you can have your hands in front, just hinge it over. Should feel good. Okay, heart rate should be coming down. I think we covered a lot of body parts today. Did the posterior deltoid, not so much for the triceps. We'll be sure to hit those on Thursday. All right, hip stretch. So look, try and get your foot up without using your hands. Now, here's what most of us will do. We'll turn that bottom knee in to make it easier. If you did that, make sure the knee came up, and then eventually you work to not letting that knee come in and bring the ankle up. Grab hold, lift up. I know if you're very tight, you may look more like this, but just keep lifting nice and tall, relax through your neck and shoulders, and then bring the chest forward. So that ankle, knee, ankle, foot below, line up. And just ascertain the feeling. Sometimes it's more hip, sometimes it's a little more back. Okay, as you come up, offload the leg. Again, try not to use the hands as you get into that. You know, you can always use ankles, right? Grab the shins, lift up. And because we do both sides, I ask you to pay attention. Like, is one side more needy? Is one side more available? And why is that? Well, I know it's about time for you to go. So if there's any more stretching that you're already here and you're already worked out, so if there's any more stretching you'd like to do for yourself, you could just stay and do that. I hope you finish your glass of water. I'm going to come over and thank you all for participating, and it was good seeing all of you guys when I was back there. So have a good rest of your day. Take a nice deep breath in. And good for us. All right, see you on Thursday.